two options. Either run with us or run from us.
Same goals. Allow me to introduce to you the first ever stable on retainer, led by a man who is my best friend, a man who I have known since I was 19 years old, and a man who's got more talent in his little pinky than any of you worthless pieces of shit have in your entire lives. Stokely Hathaway and the firm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the firm, and when we are around here, we have two options. Either run with us or run from us.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. Welcome to Afternoon's Delight. So, let's get into this, man. Interesting segment here. So we had MJF. He opened up on a promo on Jon Moxley. Obviously, MJF is coming at the Jon Moxley, who I think is actually probably going to get the title next week. But I really want Bryan Danielson to get it. I wanted to see a program between MJF and Bryan Danielson. I think that'd be good. And I think AEW needs to rectify their pickup of Bryan Danielson. You know, like they really do need to do that because he was a huge pickup last year. And for some people, he's been feeling irrelevant since he's been in AEW. But this is a chance to give him a relevancy so that when it's all said and done with Danielson's AEW career, putting a title on him and letting him have this run with MJF, at least people could say he had that run right there. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's more important to put it on him because Moxley could get it at any time. Moxley's already had the belt 2 times. Moxley really doesn't even need the belt. He's already over anyways. I mean, he's always going to be like around the main event. I think you put on Danielson and let him go against MJF and let Danielson be the baby face in this beef with MJF. But obviously MJF is going to be the one people are going to want to see. You can actually keep, because I think Bryan Danielson is like a little bit of a tweener here. You can actually keep Bryan Danielson the character that he is, and just, you know, MJF is going to be over anyways because people are going to want to see him with the belt so badly. They'll probably do it at Full Gear pay-per-view in November. So is when they'll switch the title. So we'll see about that then. But he was making fun of Moxley in this. He even talked about how he went into his drinking habits with alcohol because, you know, he actually battles real addiction to alcohol. And he said his brain is more dangerous than his disease. It was just MJF, man. He funny as hell. But then he introduced, we finally got some clarity on the whole MJF and Stokely Hathaway partnership. I know there was some people that wanted to know what was going on with that partnership and why we didn't see them together last week. So we finally saw some things here. So he introduced Stokely Hathaway, who came out with the stable that's now called the Firm now, and we learned that MJF put his money into this firm. And he said Stokely Hathaway, and he said he had more talent in his little feet than you pieces of shit in your body. So then MJF introduced him as the Firm, so that's when we found out about the name. And so Morrissey, Ethan Page, Lee Moriarty, and the Gunn brothers, Austin and Colten, came out, and basically he was discussing the meeting between him and MJF that happened. And Stokely said this will be one of the rare times they are seen together because when they aren't in MJF's support system, they'll go their separate ways. So he described himself as a publicist or a manager. He's a friend with connections that gets things done. So it was a pretty good partnership that they had. And so that explains why we don't usually see them coming out together, like him and MJF, because I think some people thought he was going to be MJF was going to be the leader of the group. But I was like, it doesn't make any sense if you got Stokely Hathaway, who we know is the manager of these guys and the publicist or whatever, like he was at Jade Cargill. we know it's more like that. So then he went through his crew describing all of them, saying what they're gonna get. Morrissey had this stoic look on his face, like he didn't even grin or smile. Stokely was looking for it. And then he told Lee, I thought that this was pretty interesting. He told Lee Moriarty he's going to restore honor in the ROH Pure Championship that Wheeler Yuta lost last week to what's his name? Damn, I forgot real quick, bro. I forgot real quick. He lost it to what was his name, y'all? Daniel Garcia. I knew it was Daniel. I think because I got Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan when he was under the Daniel Bryan name in the WWE. That I got it mixed up, man. But yeah, Daniel Garcia's got it now. So it'll be interesting to see if Lee Moriarty starts a program with Daniel Garcia. I think Lee Moriarty. I think they need to get him out there, and that's a good way to get his little program started. And get in that picture. And then the Guns, and he said they stake out their own territory away from their daddy. So we see, what's crazy about the WWE and AEW right now, we see both of the sons. We saw Dominic get away from his father, and now we see the Gunn twins getting away from their father. So it's interesting how they did that. Then he talking about how Ethan Page, who is someone that needs to start getting elevated on AEW, by the way, to go after the All-Atlantic Championship. Now we know that also early in the show, maybe it was after this segment, but I know we saw Orange Cassidy hit Pac from behind and say he's coming after that title. So that All-Atlantic Championship is going to be very interesting, that picture. So, and then they all got out of the ring very confident. I think this is going to be a pretty good group. I think it's going to produce, I think some of those guys that's in the group, especially like a Lee Moriarty and an Ethan Page, who haven't been high on the card in AEW, I think that this is going to help them out. And I think the biggest star of the group is going to be W. Morrissey. I think that dude, because of his size, he's like the next version of Wardlow, bro. Like an older version, but like he's got that size that people are going to want it. Like once the fans get behind him, I think he's going to be a star. I think W. Morrissey is going to be a star, bro. So definitely watch out for him. But this video went longer than I wanted it to. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Definitely hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Any comments I got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit the super thanks button below. I much appreciate y'all watching this video, man. Yeah, so I think the firm is going to be very interesting. I think the most interesting thing is Lee Moriarty going after that ROH Pure Championship. Just for me, I think most of y'all might be interested in seeing where W. Morrissey goes, maybe the Gunn brothers, and probably Ethan Page, right? But for me, it's Lee Moriarty because I want to see if he legitimately gets that championship from Daniel Garcia, because that'll be a pretty good match too between him and Daniel Garcia, by the way. So we'll see what happens, man. But thank y'all for watching. After News to Light.